We about to jack it up. I really felt like naturally cursing in that first moment, but I'm not gonna do it because it's the first moment. You gotta wait for the passion to roll up, but we about to bust the passion out today. Today we talk magic, magic with a K. Okay? Magic with the K, and we're gonna understand and help you understand magic with a C. In order to do that, I'm going to present your resident magician, okay? Maga, mago, maga.
Bruja.
Bruja, magia, magia especial. Especialista?
Specialista. Yeah, specialist.
A specialist in magic. What up, Megan? Or is it Megan? I like to always make sure I confirm on the Megans just to see what's going on. Like this, obviously. Obviamente. Tú debes
Darle like.
hit that like button. Listen, I'm gonna actually grab my laptop quick. She's gonna explain to you the difference between magic with a C and magic with a K.
All right. Magic with a C is used for everything related with magic, even stage magic. You know, with the magicians who pull like the all the handkerchiefs and stuff from the sleeves. But magic with a K is actually a modern term that's used for the actual practice of these rituals, beliefs, everything surrounding actually the spells. Okay, so that's a big difference. Hey, and well, today we're gonna talk a little bit about it and a little bit of the practices. Yeah, exactly, the rabbit with a hat, yeah, all of that stuff. It will be like in the broadest term of magic with just a C. It also talks about like the ancient cultures, how it was practiced back then. And magic with a K is like how the modern rituals work. Okay. Hello, Tiffany. So, I don't know how you want to start this.
Oh yeah, just hit them with it. Give them the rundown of elements magic. You teach them practical techniques. Teach them techniques. I'm just gonna type in some tags.
Alright, so I'm gonna tell you just.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, y'all? So I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna do some tags. We're right now tag teaming the hell out of this live. We're gonna make it the best live ever. Which is why you should go ahead and drop that thumbs up. Give Aileen the same respect that you'll give me. She's here to teach you as a teacher. Okay, she does energetic readings. Part of what I'm doing right now is I'm putting her tags in the description, and I'm actually maintaining and moderating the live for just 5 to 10 minutes. And setting y'all up so you can understand how can you go ahead and get an energy reading with her. You can go ahead and get an oracle reading with her. She does this here. We're in Mexico City. This is an absolute bruja, literally a specialist in magic. Understand that magic in Mexico is not this foreign fucking thing. So we need to take a step back, stop being so damn religious that you can't accept that other modalities of healing exist, because you know that shit that you're doing with your jab ain't working for you very well. So you might as well just take a step back, listen in, like this button, like, and in a moment I'm gonna drop her tags so you can actually find her, because you're gonna want to, when you hear what she has to say about energy healings, about magic, and about the elements, angels, so much more. This shit is real life. It is what it is. Stop pretending. It's time to get your power back.
Okay, so I saw a couple comments while Bobby was talking to you, and I'm gonna try. Well, no, I'm gonna answer them. I saw something about the magic with light and heart. Let me get back to it real quick. Is there light magic or heart magic that empaths can utilize on the daily? Yeah, for sure. This is actually part of what I do, and I see here that you're trying to heal yourself and Mother Gaia's soul vibration. Yeah, this is super important because some of us are just literally starseeds. We don't actually belong here on Earth. We came to, yes, be part of this experience, but mostly to understand how the human nature is working, so we can better know how to heal. And of course, this heal starts with ourselves. Yeah, so for sure, part of what I do is these energetic healings. There is this part that I do, just cleansing what no longer serves you. And part of how I know what is no longer serving you is the readings. So I have a couple of decks. I usually just go with the one that resonates better with the talk that you're giving me. For example, this vibrating again with Mother Gaia is totally giving me a starseed like resonance. So I would read, for example, that for you. I would understand what's blocking that vibrance between you and the earth, and then make an energetic healing. I've developed a couple of systems that are a mix actually from, for example, China Chikung, Tai Chi, Reiki, and a little bit of music healing. So I will also find what suits you best, doing that mix up, and that should really help you become the better version of yourself, because that's the final goal. If we are our better versions, then we are ready to help the others, and that's what we're here for, helping the humanity, helping ourselves and everyone else in the way, by the heart. And with that said, if anyone has any more questions, of course, you can ask. We're here to do exactly that, to clear that up and to help you. So now, to give you a space to think, what are you going to ask? Let's start with some elemental magic that I found is one of the best ways of grounding. Yeah, it's my pleasure, man. Anytime. Elemental magic actually helped me a lot to better be grounded. I am a Pisces, so my best element is water. That was like what naturally was given to me. I also have a lot of air signs, so the air was also like an easy one to master. But I have to learn how to control fire, and I'm currently learning to ground with earth. And for this, I have actually a lot of tips that will help you. So first of all, whenever I'm doing a reading, or when I want to be grounded for a meditation, or just to be with myself, I like to do an arrangement in a table where you have in the north earth, and this can be represented by crystals, a plant, coins, dirt, literally dirt. Then you have on the south the fire. So in this one, the most common is actually fire, like in a candle. And actually, I think that's the best one. I won't even like give you a substitute, because the fire is gonna also help you cleanse whatever else you're doing. The candles help you to burn all the intentions that you don't really want, and cleanse the air and cleanse it from all the bad energies. Then on the east, you have the air. This could be an incense, it could be sage, it could be copal, it could be also a dagger. And the air is for the best communication. As the smoke arises, it helps us to better communicate with the upper world, whatever you believe in. If it's just like energy, the universe, angels, just know that all of that is exactly the same at the end. We're communicating with our ancestors, with our superior beings, with our angels, whatever you want to call it. They're there for us, and they're respecting our free will, so they have to wait for us to make them a call to act on it. And finally, on the west, we have the water. Of course, a cup of water is the best thing you're going to find. The water has healing properties. So even by just having this element there, you're already like halfway done. And one important thing to remind you about the water is that every time you finish your work, this water has to go away, because it helps you heal some of the emotions that you don't really want nor need. So personally, what I do is to literally down the toilet, because you don't want that on your sink. You don't want that on the place where you wash your dishes, because that's where your plates go, and eventually you're gonna eat that back. So just leave it there. And in the center is part of the spirits. It's literally spirits. So in my case, I almost always like pull a card from my deck. I set an intention if I don't already have one, and that's the card I put in the middle, simply to help, so this message can actually go to the person, well, to the energy that I'm calling upon. There's also like a little ritual you can do to actually, for each space on the grid, ask for divine guidance. So like I call upon the spirits of the earth so my message can be heard. I call upon the spirits of the earth so I can be grounded and actually be wise about my decisions. I ask for the spirits of the fire to help me on this journey to make actually the actions that I need. And I call upon the spirits of the water to help me heal and to help the things that I no longer need to go away. I actually would like to make a reading right now.
You could, let's say you could pull a card for sure. You
Yeah.
want this deck or no?
So right now, I'm gonna pull a card from my deck of the healing mantra. And I wanna set an intention for this life. Okay, so the card that was pulled is Demystifying Darkness. And what this card is about is that my shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. So it's not always on the surface. We have to dig a little bit deeper. We have to actually do our work and start to be grateful with who we are, with what we have. Because I don't know if you realize this, but right now you're really, really blessed. Just simply by the fact you are able to be in a quiet place, watching this video, getting these messages, having the option to actually heal and help others around. So yeah, just keep in mind, this is intention. And I have a feeling this will be an intention for the season up until the eclipse. I mean, Pernell will tell you a lot more about this event. But yeah, you need to start looking at your shadow, not as a weakness, but actually as a place from where to heal and actually be better. So let me see your messages. How can I better see my fire and the blazing fire in my partner a positive, transformative way instead of listening to the negative associations in my head of fire? Feel afraid and live. I feel afraid and love. Okay. So this is comes a little back to what I was talking about, the shadow. Because you're seeing your fire as something negative, and it isn't. We have to embrace everything that we have feel. One of the ways you could do this is by literally candle gazing. Set up a candle, make your intention. You can light the candle, then put your hands around it, set an intention. This intention being, please let me look what my fire is trying to teach me and why do I reject it so much. So set that intention and stare at the fire. This is a form of meditating that is going to really help you to embrace the dark side of your fire, for calling it in some way. And I don't mean dark as in something bad, because it isn't, just as in something that's hidden to you right now. Let me see what else we have here.
Thank y'all for being here. This is absolutely awesome. I really appreciate y'all for the patience even to listen and be so attentive and just like really amazing students in the moment. Like this matters. Like being honestly, like no one ever really says this out loud. I feel like thank you for just in your own ways being good students, just being receptive and understanding that there's more and that we have to all come together. Okay, because y'all know I'm a fucking lover. Behind all my damn cursing and aggressiveness, I love to love. Like this is the simple reality, and I love that y'all here, checking in, tuning in with Aileen. This is why I definitely said, oh sugar tits, I gotta get the damn link so that you can find her for the energy reading. I'll be back.
Yeah, my shadow is my favorite part of me. Yeah, totally. We just need to learn to embrace it, because once we have that and we can be grateful for that we couldn't see before, I assure you your life is going to change forever. Same, always learning. Yeah, sure. We're all always learning. I mean, it's part of this experience that we chose. So that's what we're gonna do for for our time here. It's never gonna end. There's literally so much to know, and just because if it isn't just about this dimension, we have these portals that a lot of things that we cannot physically understand just because we are in these human bodies, but whatever. We're gonna get to that soon. My shadow side is my biggest superpower. Yeah, sure. How to the shadow, yeah. Yeah, lovers of the light and the shadow, everywhere in between. Yeah, I have a conflict using like this word light because we have like this bias that light is good, dark is bad, and well, it isn't that way. Actually, there's workers of light that can do wicked things with it, and there's also like a good part in the shadows. Like I told you, you just need to embrace it, to learn about it, to learn how to use it. And I was reading another comment with, I think it was Megan, sorry. Yeah, another comment of Megan that said, let me just get back here real quick to be accurate. Yeah, low self-esteem, struggling to move forward. And it's a funny thing because fire is all about action. It's all about action. So it clearly states that you're out of balance of your own element. And one of the ways is of course the candle gazing I told you. I also do these healings for a quicker process because sometimes it's hard to work with ourselves. Even oh, that was Pernell. Yeah, because sometimes it's hard to work with ourselves. We cannot see through sometimes some of the programs we already have. This society has put a stigma on so many things, and sadly, because you have a lot of time between the programming and the awakening, for calling it some way. It's not that we actually believe it, but we have it so deep in our system that it becomes hard to actually see to feel the truth. Because in some ways, like for example, this, your shadow is not bad, but you have always been told that your shadow is bad. So even though you know the truth, it's different. It's hard to feel it, to feel that way. So I work with these programations. We remove whatever beliefs you have. And actually, the low self-esteem is also one of the things we're gonna remove there to actually help you live this life as best as you can. Just loving, being grateful, helping out. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, I like this. The most beautiful things are forming darkness, like crystals, diamonds, plants, for sure. And I like actually this diamond part. Just a couple weeks ago, I had a reading, and it talked about the diamonds and how sometimes you need this pressure so you actually can become the beautiful version that diamonds are in the end. So even though coal has its own beauty to it, once it's pressed, once it had everything that it needed, it becomes a beautiful diamond. I'm reading you all. We all need each other, true. And we're all connected. So when we help another one, you're actually helping yourself too. Compassion and understanding fits my shadow, but being mostly all fire in my chart, I carry that light, for it inspires. But the shadow dies the most healing around me. Okay. Yeah. As I told you, I don't have a lot of fire in my chart, so I know water, I know air, but I have to learn how to master fire. And
I got that fire for that ass. I got that fire for that ass. I got that fire for that ass, baby. You wanna yell? You wanna learn fire? Just start yelling at everybody. At every moment that you feel like yelling, and don't ever think about why should I not yell. Just, you wanna know fire? Do what you feel right now. Right now. No matter what it is. That's the simplicity. Done.
yeah, true that. True that. There are also other ways to connect to fire if you don't feel as comfortable. No, I mean, it's the truth. Because when you don't have naturally that fire, some of these things that, for example, Pernell has super easy for me are like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't really start that way. I have to do something else. For me, it was a lot of candle gazing. It was meditating. It was actually doing spells for action and for movement. And there's, of course, a way to connect with each one of these. And it depends on the kind of person you are, too. Because what...
My bad.
Because what works for me doesn't necessarily will work for him, for example. Or for you guys on the chat.
Here we go. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, pressure produces diamonds. I see decisions. Sure. We're finally. So, any questions you have, we're here.
So we got it here now. So you. This my backup. It's easier to read because sometimes.
Yeah, they go up so fast and disappear.
It disappears and hey, listen. You know, this is a good time. Ask some questions. Take the moment to be curious. Understand that you literally have a master.
Bruja.
You heard me shut the fuck up. I was up. I was like, ah.
You know, that's part of the magic sometimes.
No, it is.
I wouldn't let him say that because I already knew he wasn't gonna say what I wanted.
It's the truth. We gotta and we gotta take the moment to take inventory, right? This is why I feel like for human existence, the most important thing is presence. This is why I know that the most important thing for human existence is presence. Why? Because presence will allow you to take in and understand the energy that the next person is dishing out to you. You feel me? Like, I know very well because she's made it very clear. Understand that soulmates out there that you meet, people, connections, whatever that is, you and another person, there is something very valuable that we have to take inventory, to take a moment to check in with. And I feel like before you get really curious about practicing magic, on some real talk, magic with the K, as you see here, magic with the C being a part of the history of magic, magic with the K being the practice of it. I had a friend just yesterday or the day before who, whoa, when I said, yo, oh my God, like I'm so happy, I'm like really actively practicing magic, motherfucker went, like I feel, it almost felt like immediately like I lost a good friend. If I'm being honest, like that was what it was. And I'm calling here in this moment off of excitement of like, hey, look, here's what Jupiter in fucking Pisces with Neptune in Pisces, her being a Pisces, removing the illusions and the barriers of also what is Pisces magic. Y'all motherfuckers forgot this is an astrology channel? Okay? Did you forget? And understand that astrology is a part of a form of magic. It is a practice of magic. No different than the stuff in the Kabbalah. No different than the stuff. And I said this with my friend as well. It's like every single form of these things. What's starting to happen is you on the other side of this is going to collectively do so much research. You're studying numerology. You're studying witchcraft. Understand this is a form. Okay? A form of part of your entirety of superpowers. Fucking supernatural abilities, superhuman abilities, seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling more than the next. This is no longer a discussion of is magic real? Are you understanding what's happening? Do you understand the words that are coming into my mouth? Lee! Kara! She ain't see the movie. Lee! Kara! Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Lee, nobody understands the words that are coming out of your mouth. Jumper.
Yeah, it's the same Demystifying Darkness. It won't let it go away. But you know, it actually came.
They don't want me to touch it. She's like, don't touch that. Don't touch my car. I ain't touching it. I ain't touching it.
All right.
I ain't touching that.
No, actually, no, wait, because I want to.
Is this the lesson? We're gonna give this a moment.
No.
Okay, not yet. Okay. Because I'm ready to bust it. We got a story to tell y'all. We got a story. She's not happy about it. She said, I don't understand fire. Well, today is the climax of fire, as Aries is at 29 degrees. Listen, okay. Aries is at, I gotta do it like this because the ring light, this is like a real life fucking performance, huh? This is like a, wait, we got a cut scene. This is like a Deadpool moment. Like, I'm not talking to y'all. Give me a second. So this is like a real cut life scene. This is one of the superpowers. Remember when Deadpool had this? Did you see the Deadpool movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
And Deadpool had this as one of his superpowers. He did a cut screen from the movie screen on paid advertisement dollars.
Yeah.
That's badass. This is one of my superpowers too.
All right.
I learned that from him. And I just want to take a moment to take inventory on the fact that you make up your fucking power. This is the simplicity. This is a big ass game. So Scorpio Moon just passed and shows you through now Sagittarius optimism that you don't have to suffer. You can change your perspective. You can decide that, you know what, witchcraft was the fucking devil at a point. You could have literally agreed to that, grew up on that, continue to believe that, and it doesn't even matter anymore. You can just take the quantum leap, Sagittarius Moon, into spirituality of who you are, yourself, Aries, at the 29th degree. This is anoretic. This is absolute explosion. Today is the day you can literally change your entire life for the rest of your fucking life.
I don't understand that every life, every second, they give us opportunities to change. They give opportunities, they give messages. It's just up to you to listen to them. And this Demystifying Darkness card came already, and I think it flew out because I wanted to complement what I said with what's coming up with the
Taurus eclipse?
Yeah, because you know this card is about seeing what's in the shadow, digging a little deeper, removing this belief that shadows are a bad thing. It's something we have to embrace, and I think it's really related to what we're all going through right now. Would you care to
talk about the Taurus eclipse?
Yeah, and this digging part, how these shadows are going to be shattered right now.
So y'all should watch my
no, it's safe. See?
Y'all should watch my Saturn, my favorite card. Bang. He got this deck. You got this deck, Elijah? That's dope. Thank you for checking in with the live, each and every one of you. Thank y'all for hitting those thumbs ups for the new viewers on here. Thank y'all for just indulging me. Like on my birthday, God's best gift was just given to me. I look back today on a vision board that I did 2 years ago, living in Colombia in the pandemic, when shit was on fucking everybody run and flee the country. Helicopters on day 1 of the pandemic start. Day 2, everybody was legitimately thinking that Pablo Escobar fucking rose from the dead. This is a moment of being real. Let's be real for 1 second. In 2020, each and every one of you have had a scary motherfucking story. And they tried their best to spin a narrative in order to fucking befool you. Let's talk real. Like, we don't get here for no reason. So you have to understand that what we're practicing now, thank you. We have to understand that what we're also taking a moment to practice now, what we're also taking a moment to teach now, we're not teaching for you to listen. We're teaching because you're becoming the teacher. You're not the student. You're the teacher. You're the teacher. So I just had to take a moment to step back and recognize and remember why. This ain't to make your life more convenient. You feel me? This ain't to fucking snap and then some kitty cat brings you a soda, right? All your lessons here on earth, okay, literally through this human experience, is to humble yourself enough so that when you get back into the spiritual warfare, legit, and you start really fighting demons on a day-to-day, legit, the reason you need to take the time to learn what we're talking about now, legit, all this shit is a fucking playground on earth. You can't even make it to the battlefield yet until you fucking ready. Because it's real up there. It's down there, up here, around here. It's not even the fucking illusion that there's a heaven and hell in the first place, that there's an up and a down and left and a right. Motherfucker, shit's just active. Okay, so this is the demystifying card. That's the only reason why it's ready to get down and drop down now. This is the demystification. that you've been fooled. Take your lickings, accept it, allow that ego to be butthurt, and get back to it and just fucking discard it altogether. And even look at duality and thinking that white and black has to just fucking discard that too. And start getting real. Get real. Literally, get real. And start accepting that you can just believe everything that you've always believed. You've seen the cartoons, you've seen the anime. Stop playing, yo. What do you think these people get this imagination from? Let's fucking be serious. Let's be real. If you ever seen an anime and there's a superpower out there, somebody out there has that superpower. If you think it's buck wild and it's impossible, you better shut the fuck up and watch that shit again in round 2, because it's fucking possible. It is here, it's real, it's happening. And like, you're gonna lose friends. I just had some friends die, sharpening my...
Yeah.
Yo, what? I tried to tell her, what happened the other day? What did I try to buy?
Yeah, he was trying to buy a dagger, an obsidian dagger.
Obsidiana. Daggers made out of obsidiana. But I was like, damn, can I fly on a plane with this? Because I don't check in bags. I'm on a carry-on. Can I fly in? I got one backpack. She's like, I don't know. Obsidian daggers. I'm trying to fucking slice these motherfuckers. Flaming sword of goddamn Raphael. Yeah, this shit is not a game. It is not a game. It is so serious out there. Y'all better act like it's time to strap up. Because it's time to strap up, homie. It's time to strap up.
Yeah, and it's funny because, as I told you earlier, the dagger is a part of the air element. So he trying to buy the dagger is actually a way of communication, in this case to the demon world, so he can slay them.
She's been watching. She's been seeing enough of what's been happening behind closed doors. And when I tell you, it's getting ugly out there, bro. They tried to kill me the other night. In the morning. They tried to kill me, yo. They tried to take me out. They was like, get him off the playing field. Because he can't be out here teaching people. You can't let him allow himself to think that he can talk the truth. Don't let him ever believe he can speak the truth. Don't let him be a real life Aries. It's 29th degree of Aries. I'm going out with a motherfucking bang. They tried to take me out at the 29th, right before the 29th degree. This is what an energetic means. Aries, god of war. Like take a moment to realize what this means for them. This is the cut through. This is the bleed. This is why the truth has to happen. Look, I had to buy this for myself really the other day because it just talked to me. And this is all about sincerity and telling the truth. The super duper raw truth, but this is different than some lapis lazuli. This one never kicked for me. It never stuck. This is different than the kyanite. It actually really works. I rock with the kyanite, but it ain't doing what it's doing. This apatito?
Apatita.
Apatita in Spanish.
Yeah, I do have the lapis lazuli.
And that's what works for her.
Yeah, it's how I told you. Everything is going to be different from person to person simply because we're not programmed the same way. Even, we were just talking about this today, sometimes we need to go through some things without actually remembering the stuff that we need until it's the exact right moment. So yeah. Please trust it, the divine timing is here.
What did you tell me the other night about a past life? Tell me the past life story.
Which
Which one?
I mean, I've been having like, I think it's something about the season.
It was the wizard.
But, yeah.
It was the wizard that didn't need the cane.
But the past lives this season are coming super easily.
That's the Pisces shit because she's in 4 planets in Pisces. She's Pisces' 9th house. Pisces' 9th house is the spiritual teacher. You can't get more legit as a spiritual guru or teacher than a Pisces 9th house because she's bound by karma. You feel me? She's bound by hidden enemies that you don't want to fucking know about, homie. You have no idea what it looks like in the space of infinity and beyond, motherfucker. You just don't. You just don't. So she's been humbled. Scorpio Moon. You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? She's been humbled. Pisces on the 9th. So she actually can't even pretend that it ain't that ugly and it ain't that real out there. She can't pretend. Karma is on that ass in the 12th house. This is where shit gets delivered. And we're not talking about white on black crime and a black officer or a white officer killing a black. This is now petty talk. We're not talking about fucking Russia and Ukraine and the bullshit medias and what's being spun there and the 10,000s of people that are... You're talking petty talk. Because all that bullshit you see on this surf of reality is the shit that happens with the real monster shit in Pisces, the fucking 12th house of infinity and beyond. Ethereal. No left, no right, no up, no down, no duality, no ascended masters, no nothing. No nothing. No nothing. Are you really ready to go ahead and bang where it's just pitch black? You ain't got no light, muff. So this is what I'm saying. She's on that. But here on earth, as a Pisces, to bring unconditional love to the human heart, to the human collective, to the human collective suffering. This is her exact fucking duty. She has to teach. She's been called. She's been called. Yeah, do y'all know what that means? Do y'all know what that means? Because let me break it. We on the rail right now. Let me break it. We on the rail right now. I'm gonna break it down. I'm karmically locked. It doesn't matter. All the firepower in the world that can literally blaze the earth, I am unable. Because I set myself up to be karmically blocked, to not allow myself to remember certain experiences, certain gifts, certain ways of that I can commit atrocious crimes before ready in this human body, to have certain experiences that has humbled me enough, set my ass down, to say you can't give him certain superpowers because right now we don't need a Hitler. But when we need a Hitler, we'll press activate. Understanding again, there's no good and bad. In this Hitler scenario, there's no good and bad. These are fucking orders. Divine justice has a fucking timeline in its own non-linear fucking timeline. It's non-existent and non-linear timeline. There's the timeline. And what I'm telling you right now is the two of her and I even being in the same discussion, in the same fucking room, in any capacity. It means that one, it's all out fucking war because I can't remember certain things that I'm not supposed to until I'm supposed to. And now she comes and she delivers past lives with ease, water magic, memory, nostalgia. She has it in Pisces, which is teaching on the fucking collective of all suffering, all timelines, dimension, reality. She's my fucking, in a sense, cosmic counterpart here to, in increments, through day-to-day conversation, discussing, reveal, and unlock within each other. This is the reality. There's a, what's the fucking WitchCraft contract?
Yeah.
Tell them about the WitchCraft contract.
Yeah. So one of the past lives that came out the other day was in the middle of a war in I don't know. So
it was like medieval times, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was medieval times. Medieval the Crusaders times. And shit like that.
Yeah, you could see horses and arrows and swords. Yeah, yes, the swords we were talking about.
The swords.
But we were like apart. We were friends practicing magic since then, but we chose to look from afar because we couldn't afford to get involved. We were gonna get killed. It didn't make any sense. But that frustration led to make a contract to in another life actually fight this with the education, and it comes in these ways, teaching you through YouTube, whatever media is available. And I think we waited until this life simply because of the globalization. I mean, this YouTube could reach anybody in the world. So it's much easier to spread the message.
Much easier. You had to just, are you understanding the buck wild ludicrous fucking nature what she said? We were just like, hey, let's just wait a fucking couple millennium and decide to handle this later when we can use technology somewhere close to the age of Aquarius. Just jump ahead a little bit and put it over there. Okay, here are the bodies that we need to reincarnate as, and here are the timelines that we need to set. Here are the gates that we need to lock in order for them to only open when humanity is ready and we're at ripe and prime fucking season. It is ripping season, and I love it. I love it.
What kind of magic is it if you kids at home and you literally feel it? Yeah, well, it's part of that. You've noticed it. The kids nowadays are actually like born with this cell phone, with this technology understanding. We were actually born in an era where we had to adapt to it, but these kids nowadays are, they're natural at it. And
They're
it's
just
going to help
born.
in so many ways, similar to what we're doing right now.
Yeah, this is Pluto and Sag, yo. This is Pluto and Sag. They're buck wild, yo. They came back ascended. You have to understand that Sagittarius is a god. If you understood anything today on the Sagittarius moon, and if you didn't yet, then really you need to start wiping your fucking eyelids and start seeing what's happening. Ain't nobody the same. All the illusions are going... I told you, my YouTube literally hit the point where we hit a partnership and monetized on my actual birthday when that goal was set 4 to 5 years ago. 4 to 5 years ago, to travel the world, to meet the people, to gain the protection, to gain the tools, before I can go ahead and have that coming out party where we go back and we get retribution from all that buck wild shit that happened, like she said, in one of these past lives. Understand, this is just one of these past lives. It's just this one war that we were part of in medieval times, which is not all time, that we're talking about in this moment. One. We've witnessed too many. The carnage is absolute. It's game time, baby.
Yeah, and I'm seeing about technology, how you send healing through your phone. Of course, for sure, that's really a part of it all too. Like, this ability to actually share the healing with someone else, to share the love with someone else, to share feeling with someone else, just through this fucking square, it's magic.
Yeah.
I mean, you tell me, it's really magic. I think it's really a gift that we're able to do this, and there's a reason why we actually can do this. You may think that it shouldn't actually work. Because it's technology, it's like human-made completely. It has nothing to do with the nature and connected with Mother Gaia in a way. But the understanding that we're all connected energetically is what makes these connections possible.
Yeah. What she said is exactly why we have to simply transcend colors, race. I mean, essentially, if you're judging another person, this is what Pisces teaches you, and this is what Pisces will bend that ass over. If you don't get on board with the 4 planets in the sky of Pisces, when it asks you to let go and flow with something, like me losing my tarot star card Aquarius the other day.
Yeah.
I lost my Aquarius star card on the moment that we decided. She's a life path 11. Y'all already know I'm a life path 11. For the simplicity, even in this moment as I speak, for me to say and y'all to listen on life path 11. Fuck all the master number 11. The master number 33. This is some of the fucking social jargon that you need to really start recognizing in certain instances as garbage, but in other instances it has its purpose, because there are master numbers. There are master numbers that bring attention, but we have to get away and understand that part of the war is the break on what is the intention behind even saying the master number in the first place. Do you personally understand where it's coming from? Do you personally understand where it's coming from? Because it's more primarily a moment to take and put attention on this might matter. And these are some of the ways that social gimmicks throughout past lives have needed to be played. So certain social gimmicks in order for us to be able to be in the position where we're no longer targets when you have people with pitchforks saying witches and fucking stabbing and killing everybody. Okay, look, we all had to take a moment to go out into hiding. All right, we all had to go out into hiding because it got real. Because the weapons one day were no longer pitchforks. All right, you got radiation poison, you got fucking nukes and shit. You got snipers out this bitch. Let's be serious. Let's be real. Okay, people get got. And like I said, 5 years ago or so, I went out into the world, however many countries later, and I was like, I need to fucking armor up. And it was nothing to do with me. My spirit was like, you need to fucking armor up. Go get the squad, bro. Go activate your karmic connections and contracts, dude. Go fucking explore and get your heart opened. Did you hear what I said? Go explore and get your heart opened. Because there are certain gates that need to unlock in certain time frames within yourself. And it's fucking Armageddon. It's season. I'm even willing to have this at nighttime just because I knew that more people would be able to see it when I know I'm a day person. I'm a day walker. I'm a vampire that comes when the sun's out. But we got to get this message. I'm bound as well, just like you, karmically, to do what is progressive and popular. This is part of my karma.
Yeah, the audition.
And so part of that progressiveness is talk to your ass at night rather than 11 in the morning when I got fresh, cool energy. But to go ahead and like do it when you actually not at work and realize that the humans fucking work. Why do you humans have 9 to 5s? I don't understand. It confuses me.
Yeah, it's very confusing. And actually, I did it like for all my life. It wasn't until like a year ago that I decided to, nah, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I felt miserable the whole time. This 9 to 5 thing, it just wasn't working with me. I wasn't actually helping anyone. I felt like I was in an evil company, even though it really wasn't. But I didn't feel like I was collaborating the way I needed to do it with the world. So yeah, I had like my awakening. And the funny thing is that you don't really know what are you training for until the moment comes. I swear I've been drawn to this magical word and the rituals and the elements, and that's why I've studied so many things, because I really wanted to explore everything. And at the time I was like, oh yeah, that's just for entertainment, that's my hobby. And right now I realize that's actually my life. That's what I'm meant to do. That's why we're here. But again, divine timing. It had to happen until I was ready to let it go. I, of course, learned a lot of things from the 9 to 5 job. It also helped me to have the resources to actually make this research, because mind you, I had to take a lot of courses, and without a regular job at the time, I wouldn't be able to do that. So, trust it. Let's see what we have here. Snake dragon. A snake. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I've seen Mother Gaia and shrooms and dreams. It's a funny thing, but sometimes it helps the connection because you are not attached anymore to the human world. So yeah, that's the reason behind it. It's not just because, and you're not like imagining things and everything that the society might tell you. No. It's a way to drop a little bit from the human world and not being so grounded, so you can actually hear and see the messages they give you. And if I can give you some advice, is if you're starting with this, don't get frustrated, because as I told you, we've been programmed one way, and we actually need to learn how to let that go in order for the new things to come. This being new information, even new feelings, new emotions. It's all part of how we made a contract for this life. We're in a snake. An aquatic work company. Yeah, there's something I'm reading about the working in aquatic parts company. It has a fish in it. Yeah, yeah. Everything happens for a reason. Even that little trigger of seeing the fish there is a call you might need just to actually take action on it. I don't remember if you mentioned what element you have in your chart, or what element are you most related with.
Was that Elijah?
But oh yeah, Elisha.
It's Earth. He's a Virgo with a Pisces.
Virgo with a Pisces. Okay.
He's a Virgo. He's a Pisces, but he's a Virgo rising.
Okay, Virgo with Pisces. So that's earth and water, and yeah, these both elements are actually most known for the work to combat the contamination and the killing of animal species. So maybe this is just a wake-up call for you. Like, you should be doing something related to that to actually help and save the environment.
He know that. Tell him Pernell said he knew that.
Oh, Pernell says. I don't know if you hear him, but Pernell says he knew that, and well.
He had his astrology reading with me.
Oh, well, so you have like a confirmation here, the astrology reading, and I'm telling you as part of this energetic reading through the elements you're giving me. I tell you, technology is amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it's our pleasure. I look familiar. It's funny, a lot of people tell me that, and I don't know why, maybe I have a common face. Maybe we've seen each other in past lives and something is coming back.
You've been alive for a long time.
He says I've been alive from a long time, and I mean, it's true.
Yo, what's up, gang? Where's that other cup? Ice cube.
Thank you.
Yo, you gotta stay cool in Mexico, bro.
And today wasn't even a hot
It's
day.
not even a hot day. You gotta get the ice out this thing. Be drinking. This is my first time. I feel bougie. I be out here. You want strawberry?
Yeah.
I feel bougie as hell out here. I be out here drinking ice cold frozen chai teas and shit. I'm like, this chai tea thing kind of good. I'm like, I used to think this frappe game was some bullshit. I was like, yo, these motherfucking rich bougie, you know, like rockabye privileged babies is out here drinking frappes. No, this has a purpose. Okay, I had a dirty chai today, and that junk was banging. First off, first one that was great. Whatever. Listen. I had a complete ass Gemini moment. I just blanked out.
I was trying to read his mind, and I'm not kidding you. He goes blank. Get nothing. Nothing. Well, I think we can go ahead.
You want to hit the story?
Yeah.
She about to tell y'all. Okay, so
No, you tell it because
I'm gonna tell
you
you.
were actually there.
But it's about to
Yeah.
get buck wild. I need you to brace your panties. Okay. This is about to be a pussy drop moment.
So classy. So classy.
Fire sign. Just tell you. She said, "How you be a fire sign? Just throw a couple curse words in the middle of something random." Okay.
Just apple juice. Shireen.
I want to tell you the story, but one, I got, this is it. This is all I got. I only grabbed 2 strawberries. So, I need to get a strawberry. Let me finish this up first, because I'm not going to be touching my damn dream board and telling you this damn satanic story. Because she got some demons that we're going to talk about. She got some demons. I told you Pisces with a Scorpio Moon. And a Scorpio penis. I said Scorpio penis. She got a dick. She got a dick. Yo, I think you just spilled on yourself. You past life penis? I mean, obviously. If we talking about we had medieval warfare going on, one of these life cycles she's been a guy. And I just spit it out loud.
Yeah, I know, several times.
Several times? See, I blanked out. I'm a dummy on my past lives. I'm like...
But that's why I got here, like, just in turn.
Yeah, I kid you not. I feel like this is what I was talking about with those time gates. Time stamps. You don't allow yourself to meet. When you make contracts, you make them to follow a pattern. You make them so that you can understand that you do your wake up, you have your spiritual awakening at the right time. So that you meet certain people on a live, and you always have these fucking coincidences. Shut the fuck up. It ain't even God, bro. You the one that designed your own coincidence. Understand this. Like, we want to talk real talk. You designed the coincidences. When you ran into that ex, and you out with another fucking, new motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You out with a new one. You with a new, and then you run into 3 exes in the same week with the new. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. This strawberry is so succulent. Yo, I'm not even exaggerating. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I can go for a minute.
Come to Mexico, baby. If you're a woman and you want to come to a retreat, we have I believe, it might be 2 now. It was 3. It was 3. I think we have 2 officially. I didn't know if it was 2 or 3. It was 3. We're looking at a 2. 2 more slots left for women who want to practice magic. Like, let's be real. Like, this is what we do. Okay? This is what we do. This is what we do. You see the channels, and we talking more and more and more and more truth. So we doing real life practical shit. Yup. Let's fucking get it. Let's get busy. I'm gonna tell you the story now. So Scorpio Moon, she has it. Alright. Scorpio in astrology for me is the heart chakra. It's linked to the heart chakra. Primary reason because it doesn't allow itself to so easily forgive and to move on from the times that it's been burned, and to realize that it would rather get back to its fiery and fun self. But it's holding on to shit as a fixed sign. Okay, so I don't know what these things are, but the other night, I don't know what happened first before I said the Icaros. But before I was like, oh shit. You were like, what? And I was like, I gotta play this.
Exorcism.
And you were like, ooh. And I was like, you were like, what? And I was like, I gotta smoke some shit first. I was like, I'm gonna have to smoke something for this. She was like, he gotta smoke something for something?
Yeah, I was like, this shit's gonna be real.
He was like, he gotta smoke something for something. I was like, I gotta smoke some shit for this.
Yeah,
and I was over there in the corner like, like a fucking crackhead. I was like, damn, I didn't wake up knowing I was gonna have to go through this shit. She was like, what? And I was like, it's the Icaros. It's the Icaros. Come here, my pretty. Come here, my pretty. Yo. Okay.
You want to say a little more about Icarus? Because honestly, the first time he talked about that, I was thinking like, wow, the one that flew too close to the sun and burned, but it's something different.
But it's something different. So the Icaros, I met the Icaros in Colombia on my retreat. I had a retreat in Colombia, Medellin, Colombia, in January 2021. So last year, January, I ran a retreat. And wow, I went to my own damn retreat, and this wasn't as pretty, if you will. Like this one we're doing now is more on this, like, I want to do it a little more exclusive. I want to treat the women like queens, because that's what they are, and that's what the motto is. But this is a mix of men and women. Okay, this is the one we're going now. We doing the work. We getting ugly. We doing the dirty work. We doing the wet work. Okay, you got a voyage to get here, literally. You know, you can't get there by plane, right? You got to get there by plane, and you got to take a fucking trek. And then you got ATVs looking to get you up in the car. I don't know, like 7 feet in one way, sitting on this. Literally, I remember while we're out in like Finland. So, point being, one of my mans, he was in Peru. Brandon Collinsworth, shout out to you, my guy. I hope you're out there doing well. I know he is. You know, he's doing so many different things between being a Nike master trainer out there with Mind in that application. Shout out to y'all for that interview y'all gave me as well. That's dope. And that said, moving forward, there was a moment when he spit up cancer in his whatever you want to call it, in his modification, in his system upgrade in Peru. Which, like, mind you, you're going on boats in the water to get to the original lands where ayahuasca was even born. And the plant is called Icaros. Icaros is the plant, and the plant speaks a certain language. A language that I had no idea I fucking knew until I got drugged by my long-term fucking, literally, my client drugged me. Okay? But we make that joke where he gave me a cancer grade gummy, all right, with like Ritmo oil, and I ate the whole thing while he ate half. That motherfucker didn't tell me I was gonna cure my cancer that night. Okay, so you move forward. I was just telling you how. Oh no, I'm not telling you that story because that story takes energy.
Oh yeah.
I was just telling her like, nah, fuck that. I'm not telling this story because this shit whoops my ass every time. And, like, you ever had that one story where like you only told it once, and before that it was like never. And then after that it's like, damn, I told it twice. I can't believe it. Oh shit. Yo, wow. You see what I'm saying? Just like that. You put the hat on sideways. You turn into Aunt Mabel. Oh, Georgia. Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So, here, hit me with this in the meanwhile, please and thank you. Bang. How to practice magic. So we're here. Eventually it hits. And this moment comes and I look in the mirror. And I'm complete. This is after I deep dived. I went Pisces, mind you. I'm Scorpio 12th house, right? I'm a Scorpio rising conjunct on Scorpio 12th house and Pluto, yeah, we be out. Multiple Cancer 8th house for me. Multiple Cancer 8th house. Okay, multiple. Past life, South Node, Vertex, fucking. Mars in the 8th house, okay, like, which would say I can't dive as deep as I need to go because Cancer 8th house is like I don't really want to go that deep, but until I feel safe, then I push forward in it. So mind you, I have my own things as well to meet my emotions, and this is a part of it. You smell it, right? As I say, meet my emotions. You smell that? Rain, fresh, baby, clean motherfucking slate.
It isn't even raining, but it smells like dirt.
It's fresh rain.
Yeah.
Fresh rain, fresh dirt. Which means what? Fresh soil. This experience that we're telling you about right now is fresh soil. Scorpio rising, Megan, gang. Fertility. For the coin. Let's not fuck around. It is what it is. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it. That said, this moment came and it, you know... My friend goes, yo, my bad. And I was like, what you mean, my bad? And he's like, I should have told you. You should have told me what? What should you have told me? As I'm like knee deep, sink all the way into my body. You ever get so bopped that you're forced to meditate? You ain't even got no choice. It ain't even like you trying to make a conscious choice. You just gotta sit. And you just immediately drop into... Like, there's no breath work that has to happen to get you to this fucking Zen state. You just sit and you just drop into the depth of your soul. You just gone. And that's exactly what happened. And I was paralyzed. And that shit did not feel good. And it was terrifying, quite frankly. It was terrifying. I knew I had fucking cotton mouth and I couldn't even drink water. I couldn't even figure out how the mechanical function of drinking water was going to happen. So now I couldn't even... hydrate myself. Lost. Now, this moment was a moment what I didn't know in the moment because it was quite frankly just terrifying. This moment in the moment was full surrender. It's life, the divine having a moment to sit there and say with you, let's talk. And you know when you get that pat on the shoulder and it's just so kind and subtle, like you turn around and it's just like, let's talk. You in trouble? That's it. Tag, you're it, bitch. No tag backs. Yo, they hit you with the tag, you're it. No tag backs. Deep. Yo, I went out, I looked in the mirror, I turned to the right, I was like, oh, fucking scared myself. I looked in the mirror. I was dead. I was awake, and I was dead. My boy, I look back at him, he goes, yo, what happened? You like, you just saw a ghost. And I was like, I gotta go. This is day 1 of my last retreat. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is up front. I know that I'm in the process of, in June, running the next retreat. It doesn't do me justice to come out here and say, hey, look, oh, fuck. The day before the retreat, at the retreat location, this guy was fucking tripping ball sack. It's just fucking real season. There are no games. None of this shit is a game. The only reason why y'all see me laugh and smile so much is because I would have lost my mind a long fucking time ago if I didn't find a way to have humor on this game called Human Life Experience. This shit is ugly out here. Never in all my years of divinity have I seen shit get so ugly. It is buck the fuck wild. It's like, what the fuck? We were like, hey, contract time. We were like, contract, baby. Contract, wake them up. Do, 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 do. Who that? Police. Do, 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 do. What? What? It's that feeling. Anybody on here ever been evicted? You ever got a notice 30 days to move out? I have. It's just like that, but in spirit world. That shit's ugly. And they don't give you 30. They give you now. You don't get time to be all anxious and shit and be like fucking, oh, what am I going to do? How am I going to pay my rent? You don't get, what the fuck? What? Listen, so the reason I tell you, so we can get back to the story, I had to have that random ass tangent. I got more energy because I don't have to talk at every corner, so I can burst with my fire. I can manage the Aries burst because I'm about to shut the fuck up, and she's gonna take the mic. But here's this last part to lead you to it. It's probably one of the most legendary lives on the planet. Called it. All right. I go outside, I have a moment, I face my shadows. This shit was wild because there's a finca in Colombia, right? Like, these are the Pablo Escobar properties that are just empty, all of them. And you rent them and you do what you do. We ran a retreat. So mind you, the grounds, mind you, the bodies that already, I'm not trying to be aggressive, but it is what it is. Mind you, the bodies that racked up on these fincas when people get called out to the fucking farmland and they just get buried. This is what we're talking. These are the grounds. This is why I'm out and living in the world. This is why I don't live on U.S. soil. I'm not trying to take the grounds of the fucking Native Americans who are really Indians getting bopped on that land. I'm not taking that energy. It's too close to home right now. It's like I got other shit to do. Can't be having the time to spend and be emotional about Black Lives Matter with it either. It's like I can't be. When all that shit was going on, I was on the land. Why? I don't have the time to take on that energetic bullshit. Because that's what it is. On every one of these the Me Too bullshit. I don't give a fuck what your cause is. Honestly, you can hate me or not. I don't care. Time's up. Your time is up. I'm knocking on your fucking front door. And I'm telling you, I need to stop playing as we get back to this message on magic and how to practice it practically. Because it's not a game. This is the one you only laugh to fucking manage the pain. To fucking detach enough so that you can do your fucking mission. Stop whining. Stop whining. Do your job. You have a responsibility. On some real, you sign karmic contract. You have relationships that you must fulfill. You have memories that you must remember. Stop avoiding that shit. Don't drink and smoke and do the drugs and shit to avoid it. Do it to manage the fucking war going on. Do it as a fucking... What did they do? What did they use back in World War II? The fucking... to numb the pain? They give them adrenaline shots and something else. Somebody help me in the chat.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's what is it? They give you the fucking morphine.
Oh.
Don't use that shit to escape. Use it as a means if you do. And I'm not telling you to do. I'm not recommending you like go ahead and be an alcoholic, be a drunk, or be a drug addict. This is not my recommendation. What I'm saying is Make up your own mind about how can you personally enjoy yourself responsibly. And realize that you don't have to suffer. Okay? Not everything is an escape. You gotta get all these dumb programmings out of your mind. You know, things like, I remember one day somebody had told me, and I got no disrespect on this, but somebody told me about like Alcohol's Anonymous and like this prayer that they say that says like, it starts off and says like, "Hi, I'm John and I'm an alcoholic." What? "Hi, I'm Amy and I'm a fucking heroin addict." What? Y'all pay people to tell y'all to fucking speak that out loud on repetition and program, and you... What? Okay, so tell them real quick, and I get back to the story. Tell them real quick about programming and spell magic and like the N word we use as an example, but in general, even when I say the N word, I mean nigga in the programming of the word nigger, nigga, in every form of it. One of the reasons why you don't really ever hear me say that word, but it's a programming. This is spell casting. This is spell casting. This is programming you through a spell. And there are rules of operation to fucking unwind and unravel that spell. It's not as simple as, I'm good. There's a technique. There's a method to the madness. And she's going to teach you programming and unprogramming as I give my lungs on this damn blue throat chakra screamer and give my lungs a rest. How do you program, unprogram words, and how are words used as spell casting? Can you share?
This is not just for words. Actually, I use it a lot for also like candles and crystals, because it's the same technique. You have to make a movement like counterclockwise to deprogram, and then a movement clockwise in order to program the new things. And I was telling him about we saw somebody on the street and we're like, nope, we don't want that energy, we don't want to ever be near that. So as he said it, I was like, no, I'm gonna cancel that. Because even, this is a spell casting who's talking about. Even it was his words, and even it wasn't even like with purpose of actually hurting anybody. It was out in the air, and so the universe, the energies, whatever, can listen to it and actually think that we do want that energy, because the universe doesn't understand no. The word no doesn't exist for them. So it was like we're inviting that energy into our lives. So like, no, cancel it. So I made this movement counterclockwise, but he was like with both hands, and I was like, no. You first have to do the on programming and then program something into it. And my explanation for that is that if you have like a glass of water that is full, you cannot pour like orange juice, right? You have to draw out the water first and then put the juice in. But
so as we get, this is the part I had told her, like, hey, look, as a teacher, you have to understand this next part that I have to say up front, where my automatic system, it did it at the same time, okay? And I told her, like, hey, as this information now passes to you, she's like, no, you can't do that. You can't unprogram, reprogram at the same time. Water and the orange juice, right? Because I know how powerful of a magician, a bruja, excuse me, she got me bound. She has me bound on bruja. It is what it is. And it's a part of us to respect that. She set that energetic boundary. It's important. This is why, again, back at the human level, we have to respect boundaries in basic relationships. Because if you don't respect that in the world of magic, with the K, it gets really fucking ugly, bro. To be honest, I'm pretty sure I blocked out my memories on how ugly that gets. All I know is you don't do it. So I was born back with presence, and this is where, in the human world, like, the progression of connection and me just being present with people, it's just been like that from birth. But it's because this has already been learned and understood that you don't do this shit in the magic world. So I'm not gonna unlearn this shit and do it in the human world and be a fucking dickhead. Okay? So the point is, what I had told her when she said, no, you can't do that. I did them both at the same time. Now this is automatic programming. So what she did in that moment, this timestamp reminded me that, oh sweetie, did they tell you that? Did they tell you that you can't unprogram and reprogram at the same time? That you have to do one first and then do the next one? That you have to actually create a sacrifice and cut yourself so that you can cast this magic spell in order for things to be balanced? That's what they told you? But I don't remember that until she activated that timestamp. These are your karmic relationships. And in that moment, I was able to tell her, hey, look, thank you. Unprogram, reprogram, when you're teaching this, you should teach people this in the levels, in the stages, yes. But you're a master bruja at this already. You're a maestra. Una maestra de bruja de maestras?
Una maestra de brujas.
Una maestra de brujas. She's already a master witch. So part of what the gift was in our contract made is I can remind her, oh sweetie, you can just bang. You can bang that at the same time. Because you understand the intention behind it. You understand the basics and the levels of magic. You understand the guidelines. So I say that with caution and tell you at the same time, understand what the deprogramming is. Understand what the programming is. Counterclockwise being the deprogramming. Clockwise being the programming. But you don't need to create these sacrifices at the same time. But you need to know the steps. You have to understand the order of operation. You have to understand the procedures. So that when you do what you do, you know your intention pure and clear. This is why you have to go through the human existence, why Scorpio, really where the depth of magic is hidden at, the city of gems, okay? Something also closely linked to the Manipura, okay? The city of hidden gems, because it's in the darkest space, right? The diamonds in the rough, but also the heart chakra, the next level up. This is why Scorpio is that final ending of human consciousness before Sagittarius, the moon today, where we ascend. You're already a fucking god. Gods don't need to fucking sacrifice their blood to fucking make a magic spell happen. It's like, look, they know the steps. So learn, do your work, do your justice, do your due diligence. Understand what I'm saying very clearly up front, because it took a long time for us to be able to have this talk and this discussion, because I'm also karmic a lot. For me to get my human self and my language appropriate before I start with so much passion, so much fucking vigor and like joy for life, want to tell you how to solve humanity's problems, and I tell you before you're ready, and I am the source of what is making you fucking burn this bitch down. That's a part of controlling fire magic that she was speaking about. It's about me understanding where's my flame, where's my source. Part of it is to have matches. And like there are moments when I have to just take matches and just light them for multiple reasons. One, I can check and see for the moment if I'm overheating, and it may be based off of how fast this is going down, or if I can tell the fire to slow down and it slows down. Or if it doesn't, it decides to be wildfire. If I decide to, this match should be able to go out before it even hits my hand, like I just did there. But I'm controlling that fire at this moment. If I wasn't, and I was mindlessly not understanding that it was there, I would have allowed it to get all the way to the tip of my fingers and burn it. So just the other day, I was trying this with her, and I was like, hey, look, give her 3 fire, I said. In a sense, and I didn't even tell her, but she knew, she read my mind, okay? It was telekinesis back and forth. What I told her in the silence of nothing was, on the 3rd match, this is going to be the charm. This is the one you let it burn out on its own. And that's what she did. So, yeah. Ask me some questions. I mean, it's like, where does...
Sorry.
Oh, the story? Okay, I have to urinate. Before I tell the story, because we have a story that we're going to tell you that matches up with the magic, and to give you real life experiences of what happened, what went down, and how fire magic was a critical element from all of this. But I have to urinate, so you have to like maintain their attention for like 5 minutes or something. Or you could start the story off, because maybe a little spirit is dead ass telling you, you keep running from this shit, and it's like, fucking start the story. Come on, because you know how your shit be working. You know how your guys work. So I'm calling it. Start the story. By the time I use the bathroom, you're good. Okay, she's getting called right now, and she's playing games. Ooh, on live. She's playing games on live. I have to use the bathroom. Take your possession. She getting played. Yo.
All right. Yeah, well, what happened in the story as he was talking about the heart chakra and everything, I've done a lot of work because I know some of my demons. I know what they are. I know what they want from me, and for a long time they got it. I tried like a lot of ways of healing, and I really thought I had it under control. I checked with candles, with energies, whatever. But there's something about the moon in Scorpio that makes that to be out of the sight. So what happened really is that we realized that first it's something that I couldn't do on my own. I really needed some help. And another important thing is that it was with techniques that I didn't use. And the third one is that I actually needed somebody else because they were feeling and seeing what I was missing. That's kind of part what I told you in the beginning, that sometimes it's really hard to heal by yourself simply because you're not objective enough in order to see what's actually happening. And can you explain a little bit about the rituals?
Yeah. So in these moments, what was significant about this for me was I didn't go trance mode. I don't know what you really want to fucking call it, but I didn't go into a trance. Sometimes when these moments happen, when like your compadres, like literally like your soul contracts need you on that outside energy, most times I feel like before especially you're ready, you go into a trance. Okay? It's very energetically draining. It leaves you bent and exhausted. You're not really in control of your body. You're just in the subconscious mind. But this didn't happen this night. I didn't go into a trance, and I'm thankful I didn't. It would have been fucking easier if I did. Okay? Because this bitch was not you, but like
no,
the
demon,
spirit,
yeah.
this demon. Look at me, I'm over here like, oh, don't slap me. Don't slap me. I was like, ah.
It used to be a clear. I of course have never, nor I will slap you.
You punched me today.
It's
you dead ass punched me in my mouth. You punched me in my mouth.
It's my spirit guides. It's my spirit guides.
You punched me in my mouth.
You know that.
All right, we're gonna let that one slide, cause she's right. She's right. I know what happened. I got him. Okay.
They're gonna slap you with her.
Yeah, they're gonna do their best. Come. All right, so here we go. We got So this day was not trance mode. This is the moment we caught you up that got you to the story of Colombia with the Icaros. Now the Icaros is a plant. It's the ayahuasca plant that people take. I've never taken the plant. I didn't finish that story for y'all either, but it is what it is. That's another day, because that story is next. I might break the internet by accident. That's probably why I can't tell you. So I met the Icaros this night. Okay, the Icaros is a language. It spoke through me. I remember being hella confused that I could speak this language, but I was consciously knowing that I was speaking it. And then it got a little weirder after that. I'm just skip that part. It was enough for me to be afraid when I heard my little spiritual jingle say, play the Icaros. And I was like, and it can make noises like that. It gets a little weird. I ain't gonna stunt with you. You transmute in the language of starseeds, of fucking, aliens that we don't even have names for, quite frankly, which are just essences, and they're not even essences. They're just blurs of nothing. So you don't always know. It doesn't matter either. And that's the part that I have to stress. It doesn't matter either. Don't go on a search trying to use logic. This is why the human experience exists, to help you understand how to detach and break from logic, so that you can accept the world of spirit, so you can communicate with the angels, you can talk with the animals, so that you can become the guide. So don't get caught on the bullshit, okay? Don't get caught in the fuckery. The Icaros was the first part of the ritual. The Icaros was the first part. That was the start. And then I had to smoke that joint, like I told you, because I knew what it was. She didn't know yet. She was like, what's the Icaros? And I was like,
Yeah, we just seeing him smoking that. I was like,
Have you never done ayahuasca? No, you never done.
No, I've never done ayahuasca.
So this is the thing, right? So this is where
it was really hidden.
I had to learn to not judge people for doing ayahuasca. I didn't. At one point, I had to really learn to not judge people because I did. It's the simple reality. But it's kind of what she spoke prior. If you're really dense and you're deep in the matrix, it could actually be very beneficial. Now, this has in some way happened in many past lives of mine, so I didn't need to do that, right? Like I already spoke the language. I've never in this particular lifetime never done ayahuasca. I've barely done mushrooms. I did it twice and nothing happened. I say it again. I did mushrooms twice and nothing happened. And what I recognize on it is you don't need to bring presence to a mind that's present. Only thing that happened was a hyper focus on the same thing. It just reminded me to look at the trees and to embrace the air and remember that the elements are always with me. That was that's what it did. It reminded me that there's no fucking Dungeons and Dragons and wild fucking witches flying on brooms. None of this shit. Whatever y'all be hearing, I don't know. And so my point of this is this Ikoro spoke through me. It spoke through me again this night. It's a healing agent. It's a plant, right? It's very ridiculously ancient. It's from God knows where. I don't know. I don't know the history of it, but I have a relationship with it, and I speak the language of it, and I can dance the movements of it, and it just whatever. The first retreat I told you about, it reminded me of this. So the base was to start with the Ikoros playlist, let that run. Good. Next was detach from your body, detach from logic. Because what starts to happen on these moments, the first time that's why it took so much of a powerful fucking Ritmo cancer oil grade gummy to take me so far out of my body, because it breaks all forms of logic, okay? My bones were shattering, fucking moving my vertebrae out of place. It's impossible. I say this as an exercise physiologist. That's what needed to happen. I studied the human body at a molecular level, okay? Literally at a molecular level, and my body was doing things that it's not capable of doing. No human being can. So this is where some of the drugs, I had to realize, stop being so judgmental of them, because it helps you to break from the logic. So if you can do that on your own, you really, quite frankly, don't need the drug, because it's preferable, quite frankly, to not use the drug, any of the drug, to get what you can get on your own. You can do it without anything. That doesn't mean that it's easy. So beyond that, as I move forward in the story, I had her lay down, and I told her earlier, I was like, it's the heart. We got to get the green candle. So we got a green candle, and that green candle, the process we went through, okay? She has a video she's going to drop very soon on her Instagram. Check her Instagram. The link is there. I believe that I can press copy paste on this. Does this work?
It's like at iris.connection in Instagram.
She's going to drop the video of like what the candle practice is. And essentially it's going to be the same one that I'm talking to you about now. But she'll give you the more tutorial, because there's a lot more steps to it that I'm not going to explain in a moment. So check her Instagram out. She's really just deciding to go ahead and start really teaching what she's teaching right now. And so it was the green candle for the heart. And she knew immediately, and I was like, okay, we're going to get this out of your heart. And I think like 2 days or so prior, I like went to her heart, and I was like, it just was random. I was like, what is this? I was like, what the fuck? I literally was just like, I didn't even know what was going on. I just, and she seemed that she had knew. It felt like she knew more, and for me, it didn't really fucking matter. I was just like, and I was like, oh, get this off my hand. Like, it was just like, whatever that was. So next 2 days or so, right before the Scorpio Moon, where this shit be happening. Thank you, Amanda, for joining her on Instagram. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for y'all pressing y'all thumbs up on this video and this liking this. Y'all helping this type of information get out, and that's very critical. So thank you. Hit that thumbs up if you have not already. So, boom. We start the candle. The candle was hyperactive early. That bitch burned me like 4 or 5 times in the beginning. It's like, it's too soon. You don't even have enough wax to be jumping and throwing wax at me, dog. Like, come on now. So we already knew it was going to be a stubborn one. Like, whatever was stuck on the heart. And so I show you this in this moment quickly. First, actually, I show you different. I'm gonna start you different, okay? I'm gonna start you with, okay. I'm gonna start you with understanding what had to happen, okay? This is a table that's upside down. I'm gonna show you. This is a pinata from my birthday. I got this pinata as a gift on my birthday, my first Mexican pinata. This happened on my birthday on the same day that YouTube monetized a very long-term goal and dream. Pisces kind of bringing things to fruition. This was a vision magic board that was being created today. This is my home, okay? So this is the levels of it. Part of this cosmic contract, 1111 on screen, and she's an 11, and I'm an 11. 11, you got 11 people watching, 11 viewers, 11 thumbs up. That is the confirmation. She's a life path 11. I'm a life path 11. So it took part of this contract that we had in past life. If we decided to take on this particular mission, which is Operation Save Humanity and Teach These Motherfuckers. Period. That's the operation. Okay? That's the operation. Now, I show you that and I tell you that so you see that pinata is from my birthday. I take this pinata off. This is what needed to happen in order for this damn demon to officially lay its ass down and never come back home again. Okay, the second was this vision board, which happened today. Today, this vision board was just created, this magic board of moving forward in the future. So that's today. Now we show you, okay, can you drop this back up? Or were you doing the message? My bad. I got you here. Here, you got that?
Yeah, all right.
I know. It came back. Y'all back?
Hey?
Yo, you see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
It's radioactive.
As soon as he pointed it at the screen, it went like black and white.
It's radioactive.
The internet went out. Yeah.
Back. Thank you. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that junk is radioactive. Yep, you're alive again.
Yeah, but maybe the
Thank you, I
world's not
appreciate
meant to see that.
Nah, they
Yeah.
gonna see this shit. We're gonna learn our lesson today. It's gonna happen. Okay? It wants you to go ahead and quit. It wants you to take a moment. Don't put your face too close to this shit, because I did the other day and it's not good. So, it was an accident. It was an accident. It was an accident. It was an accident.
Yeah.
So, you see this here. Okay? Here was the aftermath of everything we were talking about prior, and now I officially put this back down because I feel it. And that bitch is, you can't give it too much power.
Yeah, well,
You can't give it too much power. So, I put that back and I go tame that thing.
nasty, yeah, super nasty.
Is there
And
match
it
over
had
there?
like a really, really awful smell. You cannot imagine. There were so many things going on that night. Actually, it almost caused a fire. Like, he was out. There was no way of waking him up. And I had this weird need to go out. I was just like, maybe I need to go to the bathroom. But I really didn't need to do anything like that. But I just, But I just went out of the bedroom and I saw the fucking flame. I shit you not, it scared me the hell. You have no idea. So I ran, got water, turned it off, but the smoke was stuck here. So I opened both windows, started the fan, did a little bit of cleansing, energetic, sage, Palo Santo, incense, you name it, I did it. And still it took like an hour for it to get all the smoke out. And even the next morning, the smell still was a little bit here, and we had to do a lot of more cleansing in order to get back in order. Ectoplasm, yeah. But anyway, it's canceled now.
Yeah. So, I had to take the moment to really show that. I really don't want to give that shit much more power, because you see what happens. You see how that thing rolled. And it's funny that the internet had its moment to break as soon as I sit there and show it, where 1111 was watching this right prior, and then removing this 3 now. So it also shows you as well. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Woo. It also shows you as well. You have to understand how many platforms, networks, leave it there. In the moment, what I want to do is I want to open up for questions, and in a minute, really, I don't even feel like I should really be trying to say like how all the rest of the story went through the actual exorcism in a moment. No. Yeah, nah. So we take the moment and we break out of time.
Yeah, this is a new toy.
Yo! That's it. We'll continue this message at a later date. And in the meanwhile, what I want to say is really a wrap-up message. One, check Eileen's Instagram. Understand that she will be teaching here and there energy healing readings. Right now, this is actually a discount happening for her. And I think it's a really good time as she is in the space of transitioning through her businesses. There's some of these early stages, but she's a master in the game. Okay, understand what I just said. There's some of the early stages, but she's a master in the game. So you check that link. Here's why. Because if you check it again in a month from now, you're going to be pissed the hell off that you didn't catch that before that price raise. Because I'm telling you right now, you're going to be pissed as hell that she's not accessible to you. You're going to be pissed as hell because, listen, all I'm going to say is this. I personally have been doing and rocking business for a while for myself and for a lot for others. If she stays around me long enough, you're going to be pissed like a motherfucker that you didn't catch this reading with her in these early stages. And I'm telling you right now, we are in full life training. Her and I are in full life training. We are bringing back memories and we are bringing back tools. We are in full training. Do not miss this before she feels exactly at the point that she is at. Because, ooh, you're going to be mad like a motherfucker. You're going to be mad. You're going to be looking at pictures thinking, damn, I should have took that energetic healing session when I had the chance. And you're going to be mad. With all that said, excuse me, before we break the internet, I'm going to pull this off to the left. If you're a woman and you want to come to a retreat, you know what it is. Come learn the magic in person. I believe she'll be down in the Puerto Escondido area. So we see how that works out. And man, I love y'all. I love y'all for the attention that y'all gave out today. I love y'all for who actually able to stay through that glitch in the matrix. Okay? When Voldemort, that who shall not be named. And I have to make that note. Don't name your demons, okay? Do not name your demons, especially if you know they're one. Like, not all demons are bad. Not all demons are bad. Not all angels are good. But be very careful of who you name and who you give power. That's why that shit right there is pinned down with the 1111. Literally 2 fucking powerful magic house pillars pinned it down. Not just one by myself. That shit tried to kill me. I need y'all to understand that. I'm not kidding you. The fire was just the beginning. The suffocation next was just the beginning. He tried to suffocate me in my sleep. It was so mad that yuck got off her heart that it tried to suffocate me in my sleep. It tried to burn down the entire apartment. It tried to burn me in the middle of the exorcism. Understand that this is a flat out exorcism. Here on earth, like she said, no, this is a level 2.
Yeah.
But where its home was coming from, if that motherfucker was on his turf or its turf, what? That shit, I'm like, I'm like, yeah, you say that here, but I don't want to meet that motherfucker back home. No. This shit was next. What the fuck? This shit was whatever time stamp that motherfucker's from. Yo, when I tell you, it took days for my spirit to break that yuck on her spirit. It took days prior for it to break it down. I had a turquoise Bracelet with the elephant of abundance. It takes a lot of bites to eat an elephant. The elephant shattered. And that was based off of pure sadness that was just not allowing to be transformed. And the couple days prior on a meditation, I was like, let's do this meditation. Before this actual exorcism, they had to break this spirit, this personal entity down on levels, multiple levels. And that shit day prior, that shit said, psh, whole bead fucking just like a fucking rainbow went off. Where some remains of it lasted from a week ago to today. And a piece of that today was put into a copper candle, and that copper candle broke.
It jumped off the...
It jumped off the window and committed suicide. Did you hear what I just said? A bracelet of sadness, turquoise, jumped off and out of the window and broke its neck. Where's the candle? You want to grab that? You want to grab that candle? Listen, we're going to show you, like, the candle broke off and killed it, committed suicide. Are you understanding what I'm saying? This shit is not a game. This is not the moment when you go around, you go to the fucking local goddamn herb store and you buy yourself a sage and you sage your home and everything's going to be okay. They lied to you. And I had the conversation with her today and said, you have to understand that every lie is basically only 10% and 90% of it is wrapped in the truth. This is how you truly lie. They lied to you. You cannot just go sage your home and think you're going to be good. You have to learn for real what the fuck to do and how to fucking do it. Archangel Michael alarms. Yeah, this is exactly what had to happen that night. What?
Yeah, actually there was a lot of Michael and Raphael.
Michael had that sword flaming that night.
Yeah, for example, I can see the lights. So whenever I see blue, I know it's Archangel Michael coming. And yeah, it makes sense because he's actually the one that was slaying demons with us. And then Archangel Raphael also came. He's green lights, and of course that's the healing. Because we needed to replenish ourselves after that.
Oh man, yo, that shit I had to take it. It was a 5-hour ceremony. Okay, this took 5 hours. I had no idea in real time it took 5 hours, but it made sense because eventually my body was like, P, if you go any further, you will pass the fuck out. It's like this thing will pass you out. You have to allow the rest time to take itself out. I thought that it was going to have to go through a whole another different session, a whole different day. After 5 hours, my body was like, bro, you did your job. In between, I had to step away very far. I had to go in different rooms and separate energies just to really check back in with minds because this shit was clever. It was tricky. You have to understand Scorpio and how deep that shit goes, especially Scorpio inside of a Pisces. The heart was lost into infinity and beyond, into nothing. It was just lost in the darkness.
And that's why I couldn't see it anymore because I was using techniques only for this world. It didn't even cross my mind at the time that this other portal thing could be happening because this is something I unlocked like 2 months ago because I spoke to him because we needed that for our contract to begin.
Yeah. Scorpio is endless. I mean, Pisces is endless, but Scorpio just goes deeper. You gotta understand what that means. And mind you, my Pluto is in Scorpio 12th house. Contract. Not you have to fulfill your contracts and you can't run from them because you made your contract with that specific person that you're running from. Whether you fucking love them or you feel like you need to call them and talk to them and it's your best friend, doesn't matter. You have to go and do it. Why? Because if you don't, you're basically not allowing your quantum leap. Fuck it then. Come on, get your chart read. Because this is real life magic school. This shit is real life magic school. This shit is full unlocked. I do not give a fuck. See, the best thing that they could have did for fire signs is they put us in a 12-year prison. And that's the best that they did. That's the best that they got. They took the light out of the sky. But guess what? It's 29 degree Aries today. It's Sag Moon. The light is out. Okay? We just went through a full Aries season. That's a full fucking cosmic recharge. Fucking ready. New tools, new identity. And the thing is, watch when Virgo season comes around, Virgo actually is able to pull out the facts. And that's when we get the orders to go to war. When we get the analysis of how to play out the battlefield in Virgo season, I promise you in this year, 2022, this is when we fucking go to war. Because you need that data to eventually then get to the diplomacy of Libra, so that you have your orders and you carry them out and you know your mission, you know your directive, and you practice the do's. Everything we're talking about right now, as you step into your brand new identity with it, you're going to start valuing what you can do as an individual. And Taurus, and this Taurus lunar eclipse is about to pop the fuck off. It's a lot of Taurus in the sky right now, but what nobody's banking on is how powerful Uranus is going to bring radical change to everything in your value system. So what happens when you realize, oh shit, mom, I really am a magician, and I don't give a fuck what you say. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is what I have. It's getting awesome outside. When I tell you, I'm so ready for these motherfuckers to finally be themselves. Ooh, be yourself. Ooh, be yourself. Ooh, be yourself. Ooh, ooh, be yourself. I'm about to go ahead and damn baptize y'all in the damn live. Y'all don't even understand. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't see the comments at all.
Okay, Archangel Michael, I think you saw that.
Flaming sword.
And the chart read, yes. How do we connect with you, brother?
Yo, honestly, YouTube is it. You got links down below if you want to get an AstroTherapy session, like one-on-one with me. Essentially, the fact that you're here, I can just say it as clear as this. I'm just going to put you on unlock. You know, that's why like I don't really like promote it or do anything wild, because when people are ready to fucking unlock, they come, because I'm not going to be fighting or chasing or doing none of that shit. You book, you pay, we work. Simple. If you're a woman, there's only 2 spots left. The retreat going down in June with myself and the Peace Dealer. In June, there's 8 spots total, 6 looking like, and then yeah, there's 2 left. So it should come down. There's an application also down below. There's a presentation calling the Dark Peace Retreat, and it's just women learning about their dark feminine energy and what that power looks like. Because y'all see it, y'all hear it today. She is the dark feminine, literally. Fucking Scorpio Moon and Pisces on 9th house teaching. Like, everything about this is dark feminine energy. Like, her entire chart is basically feminine, other than what's not. Literally, which is actually a good chunk of masculine too. And that's the balance. These are the life path 11s here. So mind you, like, she is a life path 11. Whether you know or don't know what that means, go watch some of my other videos on life path 11. I'm a life path 11 as well. You put 2 11s together, you got 2 fucking celestial goddamn pillars, which is really what we are. We're pillars, because everybody's going to wake up very fast, and without those energetic pillars, it will crush your spirit. Your soul is, unless you're ready, you ain't ready. And your soul, you're not your soul, but your spirit will be crushed. And it gets really weird. You know, you can get locked into eternity out here. Like, you need to start realizing that these movies ain't fucking fake. You know what I'm saying? When you're a spirit and you're endless in time, your soul, you're endless in time, regardless, it sucks to be trapped for a millennium. I don't give a fuck. It sucks. If you can't die, that's cool. That's great and all. But it really sucks if you didn't do your human assignments and you didn't do your fucking work on Earth plane while you to do the training and get rid of your fucking insecurities and lack of blah blah blah. Organize. Come on now. If you just don't get your assignment here, understand why you're not going up. Understand why you're not ascending. Understand why your circumstances are keep giving you the same repetitive annoyances on the day-to-day. It's because it's trying to protect you. Your soul knows you can't advance past go because you're going to get rocked on spirit plane. Period.
It's interesting to leave your perceptions on this magic.
Thank y'all for the blessings and all that. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Pernell at the
Thank
right
you, Elijah. Moon Vibe, Shireen, Amanda, shout out to all y'all. I'm in Australia, so I won't be able to make it over there by June, unfortunately. Yeah, I hear you on that. I love Asia, by the way. Like, I was living in Asia for a couple years. It's super dope. So, was that Amanda? Let's definitely stay connected. I just got this vibe that you should send me an email. I don't even care what you say. If you are somebody on here who walks the walk and talks the talk, and you know you're serious, I want to actually officially invite you to the channel. Don't come over here and thinking that this is a game. It's not. I want you to share your message. I want you to share your technique. Understand that I am not here to present each and every craft that is out there. Today, she came in as the specialist on magic. She remembers and knows a lot more about her magical experience. I'm the student. Understand on this light, like, I'm the student here. I'm the student here. So I want to be the student for you as well and hold space. If you have a voice, if you feel ready that your mission has been activated and you need a platform, this is part of my karmic and happy duty to go ahead and provide the platform for you to come out here and speak your personal message. I know Shireen is in the chat right here. Shout out to you, Shireen. Ready, bang, because I know she sent me a message. She's coming in last I remember. Merely as a master of numerology, a big fan of numerology, as well as dream interpretations. She helped me determine a dream today about digging up dirt, having to move it from one place to the next. I was fertilizing the ground. This is Taurus season, second house. This is agriculture as well as land. And I dream I was fertilizing the ground. 111111 on screen with the 8 in the middle. Gang, gang. Drop that abundance on my fucking head top. I take it. Y'all better stop acting like y'all don't want to get paid for doing your passion. What the fuck? I take it. Yes, I deserve it, bitches. I deserve it. And you gotta also understand that angels are fucking gangsters. Angels don't give a fuck about your feelings, okay? She probably know this. I don't know. We didn't talk about angels too much about her, but I can tell you this. If you think that angels are these white-ass sweet things, okay, these motherfuckers are ruthless. They don't give a fuck about your feelings, okay? They quite frankly don't. They are gangland. In the making, all time, every dimension, okay? Like she said, that shit came out from a whole nother dimension. Are you considering that your demons are not humans? It's not the fucking coffee guy that didn't give you 2 fucking pumps of caramel with your 9 sugar cup ass. I'm being me.
The best thing he can be right now.
Was there nothing else in the chat?
Lots of love. We're all students.
I appreciate y'all. And that's the thing. I'm a student as well. I appreciate y'all. Shireen is the next one. She, like I said, she's doing dream interpretations as well. She helped me understand, like I said, the fertilizing of the ground, the abundance on the way, earth being an element of coin. Coin is an element of earth, right? Among other things, pentagons. Pentacles. I think we're due, if you would like to, I want you to drop a fire, earth, water, and air sign. If you want us to really do like a part 2 on elemental magic specifically, just to focus on the elements of earth, the elements of air, the elements of fire, and we could probably incorporate that with the angels and what angels are responding under which.
Did you see that?
That's the, no, I didn't.
Yeah, angel.
Pisces, Magick, they just be seeing shit. They see, yo, when I tell you her vision, she be like, one day she was like, you got something on your back. And I was like, I was like, thank you, because nobody wants to fight Aries. We just gotta know what the fuck is going on. Y'all gonna give me somebody that's gonna watch my back? Oh, okay. Let's fucking go, bitches. Yo, that joke was crazy. When I tell you, I ain't even question it. She was like, you got something on your back. I was like, is there right now?
Yeah, I love how this fire is already ready to fight. Because I it was his battle, so I didn't really mess up with it a lot. But if it would have been me, I would have approached it in a very different way.
Before she even got back, I had 2 candles lit behind my back. I had them lit behind my back like this. I was like, literally had 2 fires, and I was frying that ass.
So aggressive. Oh, worked.
Yo, so yeah, if you wanna really have that part 2 on this, it would be an absolute pleasure. I feel like from here, I'm gonna take my part. If you have any questions, say something. Press copy paste on there. Please do. And type a little message from front of you too. Yeah. Yeah, and then type like whatever it is, energy reading, blah blah blah. So she's typing in the chat right now. Please do check out her Instagram. If you feel called to it, check out her energy reading right now. I think there's only one link on her profile. She just opened this more so in the space of the world. She's been doing this for a very long time with her people out here in Mexico, but she's really more so taking it on the standpoint of using the technology to actually expand and give it to who actually needs it when they're ready, when they need it, not just people locally in the land. So that's happening. Check the IG. She's typing in right now, probably pressing send in 2 seconds. I would be appreciative. Shireen is the next thing coming up, the next live. If you have ideas for lives that you would like to know, you can either drop it in the comments. I read all my comments. If I never texted you back yet on the cell phone or anything like that, I know who you are. I got you. And it's more about like I have certain internet boundaries I got to maintain as well. But I'm always going to respond. So just understand that. I have time slots when I respond to everybody at the same time. And that's how I'm able to also kind of maintain my energy so that I can really keep up the process, keep up the work. These are part of what my human experience has taught me that I have to do. Because sometimes, like, I could tell you in the past, I just wanted to help everybody, right? I want to fucking solve the world hunger, problem. And all I realized, like, all I have to actually do is to see the world for what it is. There's nobody to save. I'm not here to save you. There's nobody to save. All I have to do is see and then hold space for that. So I hold the space when I know I have the space to hold, and I'm always going to get back to your messages. And if I don't, and I just missed it, I'm sorry. Shoot another one. Don't be fucking stank and being like, he ain't fucking message me back. Just send another one with a reasonable time frame apart and be like, hey. I'll be like, yo, my bad, yo. Because they get lost sometimes. But that said, readings, check it out. It's down below, all right? Retreat, check it out. It's down below. Amanda, send me an email. I just feel like you're supposed to. Shireen, we on the live. Check her energy channel. I'm out. I appreciate y'all for helping. I appreciate y'all for the thumbs up on this.
Yeah, thank you for everything. And really, if you have any questions or any topic in a specific you want to know about, specifically about magic, energy readings, oracles, I can help you with that.
Moon Vibes, pull up. I heard you say you want to go to Mexico. Pull up.
Yeah, I'm doing actually one-on-one readings here. In case you don't want the computer-based connection, if you're in Mexico, hit up.
If you do pull up in Mexico, you just heard her. You don't want the computer connection? Bang. It is what it is. My boy Elijah, you're the fucking funniest show. Hit him with the damn another one. Hey, I appreciate y'all for that. Part 2 will be elemental magic. All right? So I appreciate y'all on that as well. That's mad love. Thank y'all for getting me to that point beyond where YouTube is officially monetizing each and every one of these minutes, seconds, actions, and that's all love. Each one of you, whether new or from beyond, I want to say personally, again, thank you. That's the best birthday gift I've ever gotten, to just have a real life dream. The only one I cared about. I didn't give a fuck about college. I didn't give a fuck about none of this shit. I was doing all this dumb shit because apparently that's what you're supposed to do in life. And just like you, one day I was like, fuck off, do what I want. And y'all really supported that. And so that is the best love that I could ever receive on my last birthday a few days ago.
Thank you.
Ciao.